You live.
What's up, everybody? Everybody in the chat. Malik Spider, Growth 20, Urban Farmer. What's going down, everybody? Thanks for coming through to the second episode of the Seed Junkies Anonymous on the Trichome TV. We got Lucky in the building. We got Purple Haze. Blunhthumb's running around handling business, but he's here with us. Let me put my stuff on mute real quick. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Doing good, man. Just got off work.
Hell yeah. Doing well, Monster. Just chilling out.
Yeah, I'm doing the same, man. Fucking kicking back today. It's all rainy and shit. Fucking one of those days.
Nice.
Hell yeah. What's everybody smoking on tonight?
I'm dry, man. I've got my harvest coming up in about a week, but I've got nothing on me right now.
Yeah, so you're about to pull next week, huh?
Yeah, first time. As far as like first time, like a real harvest.
I know you're fucking stoked, bro. I'm stoked for you.
I'm just happy to go through the process. You know what I mean? Like I'm excited to learn. You know, that's just another phase that I haven't gone through yet. So I'm just excited to learn.
Hell.
Fuck yeah.
Did I tell you the seeds that I got were auto flower seeds?
I was reading that in the chat. Fucking, did you know? So you didn't know they were autos, huh?
Dude, I was pissed. I mean, I had 5 seeds, and from this local guy, and he's a local breeder, but like he just sounds kind of sketchy. Not sketchy like he's shady, but sketchy like he's not as tight with his genetics as probably he should be. Like he's probably crosses so many things, he probably doesn't even know what he's got, you know? So he gave me 5 seeds. He said they were Delano seeds, which, you know, around here, that one won best hybrid strain. I think the actual competition was the DC Growers Cup in 2015. So I was excited to pop them, and then boom, they showed sex like within 4 weeks, like week 3 of popping them, they showed sex, and I was like, that's strange. And then right, because it was just weird. So then I'm like, all right, whatever. And then I woke up it was weird. I woke up one morning and boom, you could see pre-flower. I was like, what the fuck? So I gave it back to him. I was like, here, man, you can take your fucking plants back. I don't want to run autoflower.
Shit, hell yeah, bro. I swear to God, I fucking do the same shit. Like, huh, man, take this shit back, bro. I don't do this shit no more.
Yeah, so he tried to give me like 7 more seeds, which is fine. But then our boy CantWaitTillitsLegal hooked me up.
Yeah.
With like 23 of Rusty's Las Vegas Nights. I'm excited to pop some of those. And then I'm popping 5 of the guy that gave me the autoflower seeds. And then I've got Rusty's HSO Blue Dream, 3 of those, and I've got 4 of Rusty's G13. So I'm popping 21 seeds in all, and I've never popped this many seeds in my life. So I'm excited to kind of like actually like have a good sample size. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. You'll definitely get some good phenos out of that bunch, bro. For sure.
I hope so. And now that I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing, like I'm actually like excited to, you know, I'm set up the right way. I'm set up to, you know, where I'm going to be able to handle that, you know, that many plants. I kind of, you know, have a feel for the process. But now the seeds, like I was noticing, so nobody likes what the lighter ones. The lighter ones are the ones that are more white are like less done, or what? Like everybody wants darker seeds, right?
Well, I think that at least in my experience, yeah. Can you hear me all right, Lucky? Or
Yeah, we can hear you.
In my opinion, anyway, yeah, that was kind of like the thing that you you see with seeds is that the lighter ones are more premature, whereas like the super dark ones, like the really black ones, are over mature.
And is that premature meaning they're less likely to germinate?
Yeah, meaning that they just haven't reached full development, and
Their
yeah,
full potential.
they're less viable, obviously.
Are there some seeds that are just like white, like lighter in nature?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it seems like
Some albino seeds.
there's kind of like a diversity. What do you think, Monster? Like I've seen like some seeds that you could tell are mature, but you know, they're not like, they have like a different coloration, almost like a lighter brown color than like some other seeds that kind of have like lean towards like a grayish brownish color. What do you think, Monster?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's all different types of seeds, bro. So I wouldn't count out more palish looking seeds. Actually, some of the seeds that I just popped a couple of days ago were kind of whitish looking, and I was kind of you know, just a little curious. But after the 24-hour soak, they absorbed a lot of water, and the color kind of got a lot darker. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I got my seeds soaking right now, and just some tap water that's been sitting out, and a little bit of seaweed extract. And I'm gonna soak them for. I should probably put them in paper towels tonight because I soaked them before I went to work like 8 hours ago. And then I was gonna pop them in some paper towels and some Ziplocs.
What'd you say you were soaking them in? Just water?
Just regular tap water that's been, you know, kind of sitting out for a night, and then just a little bit of a seaweed extract.
Oh, okay.
What are other things that you can put in your water when you're germinating seeds?
I thought you said CBD extract.
Oh no.
Monster. I was like, what?
Are there other things that you could put in your water that are beneficial to the seeds to rehydrate them? And
what would you say, Haze?
Actually, right before the show, I was actually looking in my my Jorge Cervantes Medical Horticulture Growers Bible, and I was just touching up a section where he talks about seeds, and I was reading real quick. He was just mentioning about germinating seeds, and how again, not, you know, this is from Cervantes, so there's not, you know, it's not like this from primary literature or anything, but you know, he's pretty experienced. I kind of take his word for it. He was saying that you don't want levels higher than about 50 ppm during germination, because I guess any more nutrients than that, like the nitrogen and the macronutrients, can necessarily fuck with the chemistry of the seed germination and potentially you know, fuck them up.
yeah.
So I don't know in terms of like other things to soak them in. I'm trying to think like yeah, I'm not too sure. I hear like I've heard rumors. I'm not sure if this is true. You know, it seems more like a wives' tale than anything. But that if you soak your seeds in like estrogen solution, that they'll be. And again, like obviously, to me as somebody who studies biology a little bit, I would say that this is kind of more wives' tale, because it seems like obviously, well, estrogen is more associated with mammals, you know, animals, and particularly mammals rather than plants. So, but I've heard rumors that it could necessarily help your female to male ratio.
That's cool. Yeah, the only reason why I use the seaweed extract is just because I watched the Cali Green video. I figured if it worked for him.
Word. Yeah, seaweed's bomb, man. That's seaweed.
Yeah, it seems like it's like everybody loves that, right? It's kelp, seaweed. It's like you put that with. I mean, you can use that in any phase. It's like I should study more as far as what the benefit is, but I know it's like cell development and shit.
What have you has anybody heard about anything about like plant growth regulators affecting seedlings when you're using that in your seed soak? Because I know some like seaweed or some kelps and stuff like that have PGRs in them, right?
What's a PGR for the new people?
A plant growth regulator.
What is that? What's the definition of that?
I guess it's some type of like chemical that kind of like boosts the growth. It's boosts the growth hormones or something in the plant. I don't know exactly what it is. Just kind of using my common sense a little bit.
But it's a substance that's in other substances.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
I've heard it's in like seaweed and particular types of seaweed and stuff like that.
Oh, and it's a chemical.
Yeah, I think so.
So different brands could fuck with that. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure Blunhthumb is
Right.
wants to chime in here, but in terms of plant growth regulators, and again, I kind of just have like a rudimentary understanding of that. It seems more like, right now they're obviously associated with synthetic additives, and a lot of them are being outlawed in places like Oregon, et cetera. But in terms of like what the chemicals would be, I would think that they would just be plant hormones necessarily. So, or at least chemicals that were promoting these plant hormonal responses. And so, like in terms of natural PGRs, I think Medically Fit, if he's in the chat, I'm not sure. I'm like trucking on my phone, so I can't see the chat. But he did a little video where he was talking about naturally occurring PGRs, and I kind of always had a similar viewpoint that that these PGRs, obviously you can have things that would trigger this response, and obviously some of these compounds could be toxic, whatever, but naturally plants exhibit hormonal responses, like such as auxins and cytokinins and various other hormones that are escaping me right now. Jasmonate, I think methyl jasmonate is one of them, something like that. But these hormones have different functions. Like I think cytokinins, as the name would imply, help promote cell division, and cytokinesis, which is basically a stage in mitosis and cell division. But whereas auxins, I believe auxins are also a growth hormone that help promote root and shoot development, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But certain hormones, I don't know. I kind of just lost my train of thought. My bad. I'm all fucking stoned over here. My bad.
Hey, what are some basic questions that you would definitely want to know from a breeder? Like the guy that I'm dealing with here locally, should they be able to tell you what they've crossed, like in like the lineage?
I would hope so.
Because like this guy's like, you can't really get a straight answer from him. So I'm starting to think like, well, maybe he's just crossed so many different fucking things that he doesn't know, or he's just not organized, or like I don't know.
I'm sorry, Lucky. Repeat that question. I'm sorry, bro. I was reading the chat.
Like I was just like a new breeder or someone that you met that says they're a breeder.
Mm-hmm.
There's strains that they say that they have. Should it be 100% that they should know the lineage of where that, what's in that seed all the way back?
I mean, it would be my guess, unless
you would only fuck with people that would be able to tell you that, right?
Yeah, me personally, but there's some like backwoods guys that's been, you know what I'm saying, like from Kentucky and West Virginia and shit, that's been breeding shit that they don't know the lineage of, and they've been breeding that shit for 20 or 30 years. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They can't tell you where the fuck it came from. All they could tell you is that they got it and they had it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have an eye for, picking out phenotypes, and he might be a very talented breeder. He just isn't working with verifiable genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally right, Monster. I have a homie like that actually who lives up in the hills, and yeah, he always kicks me down with some seeds I use for my outdoors sometimes that are locally adapted.
Yeah,
you know.
Yep, I got some fucking some purple strain seeds that I got from a guy out where I'm at, and it was a local variety basically, and fucking the shit that I seen from it, bro, it was ridiculous. But they don't know like where, like I'm like, well, what kind of perp is it? Like Mendo perp or fucking granddaddy perp? And he's like, oh fuck, I don't know. It's fucking Michigan perp. I don't know.
Is that going to be more common, like as this industry grows and people get more talented at breeding? Like, you know, it's going to be impossible to like to date your shit back all the way, right? Like,
I think it's getting easier.
you think?
I mean, yeah, now seed companies are fucking they're tracking the seeds by the batches, bro. Like Ocean Grown, like all their seed packs now have little numbers on them where you can fucking track it down to the batch where it was created.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool as far as for like a like souvenir like type of thing, like a collectible. You know what I mean? Like that makes it. It's like they do that with whiskey. They make batch numbers, and I mean, there's some Irish whiskey they even give you a tree number for the cask that it's in, which makes it now a collectible bottle. So I mean, that's just a smart thing for Ocean Grown to do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, in terms of I don't know. I feel like it leans both ways. I kind of agree with Monster that nowadays it's getting a little easier, but it's also, you got to consider with all the hybrids and the crossing and crosses that it does get very complicated to track these lineages. But obviously with recreational and medical, now you have things like people are actually doing phylogenetic analyses. So they're keeping track that way. They're actually doing molecular work that's helping them track where these lineages are coming from, which is
But
which
Subcool was talking about that the other day. Hayes, fucking, I was watching one of his Weed Nerd videos, and he was talking about the whole Skittle strain. He thinks it was, I think, one of his vortexes or a jelly bean or some shit, and he said this company that just came by to get samples